In this video, we are looking at the order of operations. And this foldable comes to you in a sheet with these pieces on it. You just need to cut out your pieces here. And I just cut them on the thick lines. These lines right here are fold lines. So once you get ready to assemble, you just fold those and we will put this piece together. This is one that I do recommend going ahead and assembling before you write in the information, just because we want to stress that this is a process. You must follow these steps in order. That's really the whole purpose of this organizer. But I want to go back to the table of contents, and let's put in the rules here, or I'm sorry, the entries here. Page 2 will be the rule, or the rules, for order of operations. The right side of the page is always some sort of teacher input. And then page 1 will be the practice for order of operations. So always fill in that table of contents so that you're organizing your material. And then back over to page 1. I'm going to put my page numbers down here at the bottom. Looking first at page 2, let's go ahead and give our page a title. Order of operations are the rules that tell us the sequence in which we should evaluate an expression. And I'm going to pull these over one at a time. This is the example expression that we're going to work. So I just wrote it on the cover card. You could write it wherever you want it, but I put it up there so that we can refer to it. It's 3 times 5 plus 4 to the third power minus 10 plus 3 in parentheses plus 36 divided by 12 plus the square root of 100. And the first step in any of these types of problems will be the one with grouping symbols. So let's bring that blue piece into frame. I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit bigger, if it will allow me to make this one a little bit bigger. Eventually we're going to stack these so that this one will sit right down over that one. And we'll do that here in just a minute. But the first thing I want to do is copy that problem. And I'm going to go with a little bit darker color here. So we have 3, that's too big. I guess because I'm zoomed in so far. So we have 3 times 5 plus 4 to the third power minus 10 plus 3 plus 36 over 12 plus the square root of 100. So grouping symbols can be parentheses or brackets. And in this case, we have parentheses. I'm not sure if this is going to let me highlight. Let's see. It does, but it doesn't look the way because that background's colored. Let's try the yellow. So here is the thing that I'm focused on. And I'm going to do the 10 minus 3. These are parentheses. And there is work to be done inside those parentheses. 10 plus 3 is 13. And that's all we need to do in that particular step. The next step is going to be the exponent step. So let me bring this over and resize it just a little bit. And then I'm ready to copy on down here what I have left. So I have 3 times 5 plus 4 to the third power minus 13 plus 36 over 12 plus the square root of 100. And on this step, I'm going to do anything with exponents. So I have this one, 4 to the third, and that did not show up at all. Let me try a different shade of highlighter, maybe pink. Not sure anything's going to show up here. That's not too bad, I guess. And then there is that 100 square root. So 4 to the third power, that is 4 times 4 times 4. 4 fours are 16 times 4 is 64. And then the square root of 100 is 10. And then we are ready for the next card. Let me just move this back over temporarily. And actually, let's see if I can get this one also. Nope, of course not. Let me zoom in a little bit and see if I can actually just do something here. Bear with me a second. I don't want this to get gone. So let me delete that one and paste it back over here. And move this one up because now we are ready for the orange card. This is much easier done in person instead of on a computer. Okay, so let's copy what we haven't used. We have 3 times 5 plus 64 minus 13 plus 36 over 12 plus 10. So the problem's getting a little bit simpler each time. This is multiplication or division. So we have multiplication. Here is a division problem, and we work left to right. Sometimes we can divide before we multiply. You're moving left to right. 3 times 5 is 15, and 36 divided by 12 is 3. And then we are ready for that last step. Finally, I'm going to go ahead and preserve this one. I just delete that one and paste the new one in its place. And finally, we're ready for adding or subtracting from left to right. And we have left over 15 plus 64 minus 13 plus 3 plus 10. Double check that. Yes. So left to right, we're working across the page. We get 79. And then I bring down that 13. That gets subtracted from 79. And then we bring down the plus 3. That gives me 69. And then plus 10. The final number is 79. And I'm going to check that last line because I know myself and I make a lot of mistakes. I do not add and subtract very well in my head because things just don't line up. So let's see here. 15 plus 64 minus 13 plus 3 plus 10. Yes, just wanted to be sure. And again, this is ready to stack up. I'm going to do that off camera, and you will glue it down on page 2, and then we'll come back and use these steps to work some practice problems.